ॐ सच्चिदानन्देश्वराय नमो नमः. Namaste to everyone. Welcome to all into our Veda Sudha Sravanti channel. The Vedas, voiced by Supreme Lord, are rich source of knowledge. The Vedas, voiced by Supreme Lord, are rich sources of knowledge. Reading them help us comprehend the true essence of everything, from simple matches to advanced spaceships. I aim to repay the sage's debt by sharing enlightening aspects of the Vedas on this channel. Please watch the video till the end. Like, share and comment to support spreading this knowledge. I also challenge anyone to prove me wrong in this video. If successful, I will reward them with rupees 2000. Let us get straight into the point. Today, I will discuss when Sun enters Makara Rashi, means when the Uttarayana will begin actually. Indians celebrate this transition period between two solstices as Sankranti festival, which means new light. Uttarayana is considered as an auspicious season by Indians, which shows the path of moksha, means ultimate liberation of soul from all sorrows, that is Shreyo Marg. On the first day of Uttarayana, people celebrate with a special yajna, different food items, rangolis, gobemas, means small balls of cow dungs, songs of Haridasas, decorated bulls and sweet pongal. People pray God for health and wealth. If you ask a question, on what day will this special festival of Sankranti comes, everyone will say on 14th January. But this is completely wrong, because on 22nd of December, the sun entered into already Uttarayanam started from that day. What? Is it not believable for you? This is such a truth that many scholars don't know. I recently listened one Yajna Sankalpa Pata by a Vedic priest on social media. In that, while he reading Sankalpa, he uttered Dakshinayane instead of Uttarayane. Noticing this, I promptly communicated with my DNA WhatsApp group for Swadhyaya, informing all about the entry of Uttarayanam. As I anticipated, it was subsequently verified that a considerable number of individuals believing that Uttarayanam commences on the day of Sankranti only. In this background, I decided to make an explanatory video combining the knowledge of astrology and geography. Although the content might initially seem intricate to convey, with a couple of viewings, comprehension is likely to unfold. This confusion and ambiguity is quite common because we came from an education system made by rulers who don't know the things like, is the earth round or flat? Does the year have 10 months or 12, etc.? However, our ancient sages, guided by the Vedas, had immense knowledge of stars' position, counting of time, and change in seasons. They introduced the Vedic festival method as a remedy, which is very significant environmentalism and useful for health of human beings. I have put a great effort in preparing this presentation on the Sankranti festival that I am about to share with you. This video is a result of thorough research of mine, which gives me a crystal clarity, including reading numerous books and studying relevant geography content on Google search engine. Of course, I didn't read astrology from my Sanskrit guru yet. I explore more on these type of topics in my upcoming book Vedam Yajnam, which is available in Telugu and Hindi languages, will reach you within 1 or 2 months. Now let us dive straight into the discussion on the timing of the Makara Sankranti festival. I will explain using 4 charts and suggest an experiment at the end to support the content I put before you all. Everyone can try these experiments on their own. Look at the first chart. There are billions of stars present in the universe. Each star is orbited by planets, and each planet in turn is accompanied by its own satellites. These stars, satellites, asteroids, etc. all move like aeroplanes around their nucleus in fixed orbits at fixed speeds. The source and basis of all these space objects is Paramatma, who is the creator, ruler, and destroyer of universe. Natural cycles like the changing seasons, months, and fortnights are connected to the rotation of planets and stars. Weather variations are a result of these cosmic patterns. In today's world, we often find it challenging to understand and appreciate the deep link between these natural changes and the way time is divided into kalpas and yugas. This is why we find joy in celebrating festivals designed with a scientific understanding. When we explore the Vedas and understand the essence of Sanatana Dharma, as Indians, we can take great pride and happiness. The Sun, a star in the Milky Way galaxy, follows an orbit around the galaxy's center known as the Jyotisha Chakra. Within this celestial Jyotisha Chakra, 28 stars are there. The Sun takes approximately 100 years to pass each star, completing a full orbit in a total of 2,700 years. The star by name Dhruva, which is younger star, is located on the northern side of the Milky Way. It is called as the pole star owing to its steady position in the night sky. Being stable doesn't mean being immobile. It's so far away that it seems to be stationary as we see its motion relative to it. Agastya star is situated in the south side of the Milky Way, which is very old star. By observing these two stars, we can determine the sun's position in Jyotisha Chakra. Saptarshi Mandal revolves around the pole star. Magha star is currently closest to Dhruva Nakshatra. Even during the Kurukshetra war, this was the situation of the stars as described by Vyasa Maharshi in Mahabharata. Now, turning our attention to the polar system, Earth is among the 9 planets that orbit the Sun. Simultaneously, it rotates on its own axis and revolves around the Sun. Earth completes one full rotation from west to east direction in 24 hours time period. This arrangement is the reason for the occurrence of day and night. It takes approximately 360 days or 12 months for the Earth to complete one rotation around the Sun in an elliptical, that means egg-shaped orbit. The Earth is tilted at an angle of 23 degrees to the east. As a result, 6 different seasons take place in 1 year. Interestingly, in contrast to the widely accepted 365 days in the English calendar, why I told 360 days make 1 year? I said this basing on Vedas. In Atharva Veda, the first mantra, Ye Trishaptaha Pariyanti Vishwarupani Bibhrataha, suggests that the Supreme Lord himself said that Trishaptaha means 360 days in a year. That's why I consider the Vedas as the reference scriptures. In my book Vedam Yajna, I have given the method for this calculation. According to the Vedas, these 360 days are described as the 12 months known as Dwadasha Adityas, representing the gods of time. These deities are also part of the 33 types of gods. The Sauramana calendar is used in North India, whereas in South India, the lunar calendar is used. There is 1 month difference between the northern and southern calendars. For instance, if it is the Marga Shira month in the south, the north would be observing Pushya Masa. Additionally, while the northerns follow the Vikramarka era, the southerns might adhere to the Shalivahana era. In the Vedas, the moon is referred to as Masakrit. According to Vedic understanding, a month is considered to be approximately 29 days, representing the time it takes for the moon to complete one orbit around the earth. The period from Amavasya, that is new moon, to Paurnami, that is full moon, is known as Shukla Paksha, while the period from full moon to Amavasya is called as Krishna or Bahula Paksha. Due to a 1 day difference between a solar month and a lunar month. An additional month is occasionally added to the lunar calendar after 30 months. This is why we sometimes hear about occurrence of like Adhika Shravana Masam or Adhika, that means extra Ashada Masam, etc. The Sankranti festival follows the Sauramana calendar, ensuring that it consistently falls on the same date each year. In contrast, festivals such as Ugadi, Holi, Diwali and Dasara are determined by the lunar calendar and celebrated based on tithis, resulting in their dates varying from year to year. Let us look at the second image and explore an essential part of astrology. The Saptarshi Mandal, also known as the Big Dipper or Great Bear. These 7 stars move around the pole star in a pattern like a question mark, completing one rotation every year. The stars in the Saptarshi Mandal are named Marichihi, Vasishtha, Angirasaha, Atrihi, Pulastyaha, Pulaha, Kratuh. There is another small star next to Vasishtha known as Arundhati. This is the star the priest points out to the bride and groom during the wedding ceremony. By looking at the direction of the Saptarshi Mandal of the pole star, we can guess what season it is. In winter, the Saptarshi Mandal appears like a question mark standing to the right side, while during summer season it forms a vortex, that means Shirshashana position on the left side. During the spring season, these 7 stars appears like it is lying on the bed positioned at 12 o'clock above the pole star, resembling a prostration. While in the autumn season, it is lying on the lower side like doing Shavasana. If you draw lines connecting these Saptarshi Mandals appearing in these 4 seasons through Dhruva star in center, it resembles swastik. This symbol holds sacred significance in Indian culture. I will also share information about the Sri Chakra and Om symbols soon. Now, let us observe the third image. Earth, a spherical celestial body and one of the Panchabhutas, is inclined at an angle of 23 towards east. Due to this phenomena, these 2 ayanas, that means solstices, occur. Type of solstice will decide basing on the sunlight fall on the longitude of the earth. In the month of December, around midday, that is on 12 noon, the sun rays directly fall on the Tropic of Capricorn. So, in our region, winter will be prevailed during December because there is less heat in slanting sun rays. Similarly, in the month of June, sunlight falls on the Tropic of Cancer. As the line of Cancer passes through our country, It will be summer in India at the time. The heat is intense and scorching. Now let us turn our attention to the fourth picture. Here, the earth revolves around the sun and its orbit is elliptical, resembling an egg shape. By observing the earth's rotation in this orbit from 6 different positions, we can gain a proper understanding of the term ayanam. In Sanskrit, ayanam word derived from a root word e, which means movement. The year is divided into 2 ayanas based on the path of the sunlight. First one is Uttarayanam and second one is Dakshinayanam. Sankranti is celebrated on the day when sun changed his path, that means transition from Dakshinayanam to Uttarayanam. Earth rotates anti-clockwise direction in its orbit. It reaches very near to sun on January 3rd, called as periapsis, with a distance of 147 million kilometers. On 3rd July, Earth goes far away from sun. This point is referred to as apoapsis, occurring when the Earth is farthest from the sun with a distance of 152 million kilometers. Equinox, marked by equal day and night durations, that is 12 hours each, happen twice a year. The equinox on 22nd March is known as vernal, that means spring equinox, while the one on 23rd September is called autumn, that is Sharad equinox. During these days, sunlight falls directly on the equator. The date of 21st June is known as solar solstice, that is Uttarayanantam. On this day, the sun enters Dakshinayanam and the Tropic of Cancer is directly facing the sun. Similarly, 22nd December is called as winter solstice, that is Dakshinayanantam. On this day, sun enters Uttarayanam from Dakshinayanam, that means sun will be facing towards Tropic of Capricorn. From this day onwards, the sun rays will start moving towards the north on earth. Hence, the actual Makara Sankranti is on 22nd December only.